is up, everyone? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and today it's June. We have Final Fantasy coming up. We're going to be doing a lot of Final Fantasy this month, but sort of the calm before the storm, if you will. I thought it'd actually be fun to do something really off the menu, something we haven't done ever on this channel, and that is we're going to open up a mystery box from Mystery Booster 1, and this is actually the retail edition. So very, very cool. The difference between this and the convention edition is that the convention editions have the playtest cards. These don't. These have like a special foiled card in each pack. I think the list among those is like 150-ish cards, so there is some variance there, but there's actually some pretty cool stuff on those retail foil exclusive foils. And Mystery Booster 1 was just a lot of fun in general. I think that it was really well done. There's a lot of really good stuff in here. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and dive on in and let us crack some packs. This is not a battle today. This is just a good old-fashioned box break. Thought it'd be kind of fun to just chill and enjoy some original Mystery Booster box, and again, the retail exclusive edition. So we do have 4 patrons today who are going to be partaking. We're going to give these a good shuffle. For those who are unaware or unfamiliar with this particular product, the Mystery Boosters, what makes this really, really cool is that they kept everything at its original rarity, right? So in theory, like Rhystic Study is in here, but it's at common level. Demonic Tutor is an uncommon. So whatever its like original rarity is, so you know, there's just a lot of good stuff at all levels. It's by far not mythic or bust. There's plenty of good stuff at common, uncommon, and rare level as well. And as I mentioned, there's also those retail edition cards, which are pretty fun. All right, let us hand out some packs here. We got 6 packs, so 6 for J and V, 6 for David F. Got 6 for D Money. And last but not least, we have 6 for Kazi. Again, just a break today, no battle. So we'll just go 2-2-2. That way, kind of go around the horn here. Good luck, everyone. Let's have some fun. Probably take my time a little bit with this opening, just because it's not like just get to the uncommons and commons, or to the uncommons, rares / mythics. There's stuff at literally every level, so I'll try to glide through it. I'm not going to recognize, there's like a lot of $3, $4, $5 cards, and again, there's stuff at every level, so I'm not going to really have time to stop and focus on stuff, but we will kind of go through each card in the pack as well. Ooh, a Master Transmuter as the rare in this pack, and the Chasm Skulker. And our foil card is Paradox Haze, uncommon foil from Original Time Spiral, Paradox Haze. So that's that, again, that retail exclusive. There's some good stuff on there. I think Amulet of Vigor is on there, I think. Minamo, I believe, is on there. I haven't really decided what I'm going to put up top, because, you know, obviously there's uncommons and commons that can make their way up there as well. If I see anything that I recognize to be like immediate value, obviously we'll stop on that. Good old Flame Tongue Kavu. Alright, Pierce the Sky, sure, why not? Manglehorn, Mercurial Geist, Farmstead Gleaner, and hey, Phyrexian Metamorph. That's kind of sweet. I dig Metamorph. That's a good card. And that's a rare, followed by another rare, a Decree of a Justice. And the foil is Flamekin Harbinger. I don't know what to put on top. Guess I'll just throw the Metamorph on top. So that was the first couple packs for J and V. David F to you. Yeah, really cool product line. Like I will say, like, the set is huge. There are hundreds and hundreds of cards. Question mark. It's like, I might be wrong about this, like 1,600 cards or something like that. It was a crazy amount. So, you know, a lot of variance. One of the things that people will jump out, and as far as like cards that you want to pull, is Mana Crypt is technically in here at Mythic level as well. Black Knight. Good old Black Knight. Meandering Tower Shell as a rare, sure. And the first foil card, retail exclusive foil, is Balefire Liege. I haven't seen anything too spicy at the uncommon or common level thus far, but pretty early into the box. Okay. David F., your second pack. Recover, sure. Reckless Fireweaver. Good old Fire Elemental. Siege Worm, yep. Ambassador Oak. Ocarina Assassin. Gateway Plaza. Phantasmal Dragon. Rare is, hey, Black Market. That's kind of cool. Black Market's a solid rare. All right. And then, ooh, what is this? The Leveler. The foil Leveler back there. All right. All right. D-Money. To you. It's actually really fun. Like, I've kind of wanted to do this product for a while, and I don't know why I haven't gotten around to it. But this is a box / set specific to the retail exclusive that I really wanted to open some time ago, and I just, again, never quite got around to it. Claustrophobia, Infernal Scarring, Inquisition of Kozilek, Monastery Swift Spear, obviously some good playables there. Salivating Gremlins, Runeclaw Bear, Bitter Blade Warrior, Rox Warmonk. 3 for a 3/4 lifelink, even if it was triple color, used to be such a bargain. So far above the power curve. Blighted Fen. Hey, Hedron Crab. Crab is, as an uncommon, is actually worth a few bucks for sure. Rare is Two-Headed Giant. Yep. And we got back here a White Knight in the foil version. Old White Knight. All right. All right. I think the crab might have been the most valuable card there. All right, second pack for this round for you, D-Money. Conviction, Doom Traveler, Welcome Turn, no Concentrate, Merciless Resolve, Gruesome Fate, Swift Kick, Dragon Soul Knight, sure. Nimble Mongoose, I remember the old Mongoose. Crop Rotation, that's a good one. That's a good playable. Contraband Kingpin, also not bad. Thought Vessel's good. Violent Ultimatum from Shards of Lara. Destroy 3 target permanents. It's kind of a lot. For not, 7 mana is kind of a lot, but yeah, destroying 3 permanents in 1 card. Gravecrawler, that's a pretty good one. Obviously some good playable there. And what do we got going back here? We got Spike Feeder from Time Spiral Remastered, and that's from the time shifted. That was the time shifted symbol, the purple symbol. Original. Okay, Kazi, to you. As I mentioned, pretty big set, lots of stuff in it. Definitely no not necessarily like, oh, you're likely to pull this. There's just so many cards that were in this set. I remember when they first announced the mystery booster, and they're like, oh, it's this giant set, and this and that, and it was like, oh, it's a mystery box, and it was like, did WotC just fill it with pallets of stuff that they couldn't get rid of? They just open it up and pack it? But it actually, it was like, there was some real question, like, is this going to be a completely junk product? And it really wasn't. All right, Thopter Foundry, yeah, it's a good uncommon. Eldrazi Devastator. Gilt Leaf Palace, hey, that's a cool land. That's a land I haven't seen in a while. Very nice. Original Lorwyn block land. Into Champion of the Parish. And a foil card back there. Oh, Maronar. Hey, that's actually pretty sweet. That's a really, really nice one, actually. I like that. Retail exclusive foil Maronar. All right, Kazi, your second pack. Again, we are going to kind of take our time going through these. Probably a little bit longer opening, just because, there's stuff in the commons. There's stuff in the uncommons. And I'm probably even going to miss a bunch of it. There's some of it. Some of it I won't immediately recognize as being, necessarily value. All right, Ranger's Guile. Elephant Guide. Tower Gargoyle. Whisper Silk Cloak, that's not bad. Followed by a Helm of Awakening. And a Dictate of Heliod. What do you do? Flash enchantment, your creatures get 2+2/+2. Okay, so heck of a combat trick. It is a rare. And then we've got Nuzumi Shortfang and Stab Whisker the Odious. So 2 for 2 on the rat theme there, Kazi. I'll keep the Marinara on top. Definitely like that, though. All right, JB, back to you for 2. Solid, not spectacular first round, but again, a lot of ball game left. Okay. Purple Crystal Crab. Sage of Latinam. I like that. Macabre Waltz. Tragic Slip. Solid removal. Mardu Warshrieker. Genju of the Spires. Silkweaver Elite. Explosive Vegetation. Wayfaring Temple, sure. The Refuge Land, sure. All right. Avalanche Riders. I love me some Avalanche Riders. I do have a soft spot for this card. Nin, the Pain Artist. Bring on the Pain Train. And conclude with a Eidolon of Rhetoric. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn as the foil card in that pack. I think I'm still keeping Metamorph on top for the moment. All right, second pack. Spearmaster, Zealous Strike, Condescend, Errant Ephemeron, Vessel of Malignity, Dreadbringer, Crowd's Favor, sure. Love me some Pillage, Watcher in the Web, Clip Wings, Sidrax's Spectre, Milliken, Tinker. Oh, Tinker. Tinker, Tinker, Tinker. What a card, man. And Talran, the Sky Summoner. You cannot escape Talran, not even in the old mystery box. And our foil card is Fate Spinner. I like Fate Spinner, too. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player chooses draw step, player draw, or combat phase. The player skipped each inch of this chosen step. Wild card. All right, David F., back to you. Savannah Lions. Fiend Hunter. Capture Sphere, sure. Opt. Farbog Revenant. Tendrils, good old Tendrils of Corruption. Canyon Lurkers. Chartooth Cougar. Path Warden. 5 for a 5/4 Trampler. Gift of Paradise, Tatiova, Sorcerer's Broom, Phantom Centaur. Rare is, All is Dust. Hey, that's not a bad hit. Obviously, just at the very least, a playable card. All is Dust, in a particular archetype, of course. And then Chimney Imp as the foil. Sure. I'd like to hit something. Obviously, I know that the list again of the foils is pretty substantial, so there's a lot of swing and miss there too. But it'd be nice to hit something really good off that. All right, Enchanted Creature has Double Strike, sure. Ojitar's Breath, Ojitar's Breath, Temporal Fissure, Dark Dabbling, Grixis Slave Driver, Keldon Halberdier, Renegade Tactics, sure. Wild Size, Cultivate. Zealous Persecution. Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter is at least a playable card. And, Triumph of the Hordes. Hey, that's a pretty good hit. That is a pretty good uncommon there. Good finisher in Commander still. Until end of turn, target creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain Trample and Infect. That is a solid card. Tempt with Discovery. And the foil is Mind Slaver. Good old Mindslaver. Let's just take. I will take my turn, and I will take your turn too. How about that, opponent? Oh, all right. Decent couple of packs there between the Triumph and the Mindslaver. All right, D Money. Back to you. Sparring Mummy. Aven Sentry. Mnemonic Wall. Memory Lapse. Hey, Memory Lapse. Mark of the Vampire. Carrion Imp. Forge Devil. Hanwar Lancer. Oh, Thalids. We need more Thalids. I'm going to bring back Thalids. I was going to say make Thalids great again, but were Thalids like ever great? I don't really think that's the case. But I remember like, even with cruddy Fallen Empires, you're like, I just want to play all the Thalids. I just want to put spore counters on stuff during my upkeep. It's eventually going to be great. And somebody casts Wrath of God. You're like, oh, I'm sad. Serrated Arrows used to be a mainstay back in the day. Bear Cup. More Grizzly Bear action. Reality Scramble. And the foil is, oh, Gilder Baron. Hey, goodest boy. He's just a little kid going trick-or-treating. Somewhere in the Lorwyn realm. All right, second pack for D-Money. Also, a really weird mechanic on Gilder Baron, if you've never seen this card. It's 3 mana and untap for each counter on target permanent. Put another of those. Untap symbol. Need more of that too. Okay, all right. Bartered Cow. Dongler Invoker. Jeskai Sage. Interceptor. Vampire Champion. Dinosaur Hunter. Barrage of Boulders. Spark Tongue Dragon. Overgrown Armasaur. Azuri's Archers. Gift of Orzova. Frontier Bivouac. Sapphire Charm. Love me some Mirage Symbol. We got a Mythic. We haven't seen too many Mythics, and there's a good one actually. Sliver Hive Lord. If you're into slivers, pretty good. 5 for 5/5. Sliver creatures you control have indestructible. Not bad, not bad. And back there we have a Fiery Gambit. Never really sure what to put on top here. There's a lot of like stuff that is all similar. I'm going to keep the Hive Lord on top there. Kazi, back to you. All right. Sanctum Gargoyle, Refocus, Sphinx, Undercity's Embrace, Skeletal Scrying. What do you do? Exile X cards, okay. Draw X and lose life. All right. It's instant speed at least. Bloodfire Expert. Browbeat. Love me some Browbeat. 3/4. Any player may have Browbeat deal 5 damage to him or her. If no one does, target player draws 3 cards. 3 mana for 5 damage used to be a pretty good rate. Creeping Mold, also a classic card. Harrow. Frogmite, yeah. A little affinity action in there. Elixir of Immortality. Gain 5 life. Shuffle it, Immortality and your graveyard into your library. Rare is Whelming Wave. And a Delay. Wow, all right. Actually, didn't know that Delay was one of the foils. I do have a soft spot for this counterspell. It's a Future Sight, originally a Future Sight card, but counter target spell. The spell is countered this way. Remove it from the game with 3 time counters on it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend. It's still like a 2 mana counter spell that by the time it resolves, likely over. Or if you're countering a counter, then likely has no target. Pretty good for 2 mana. 1 colorless at that. All right, J&B. Not J&B. Kazi, one more. Sorry, jumping ahead. Infatuated with Delay, apparently. Here we go. Survive the Night. Angelic Gift. Monastery Lore Master. Thrumming Bird. Catacomb Slug. Wander in Death. Hammerhand. Roast. Boom. Roasted. Gift of Growth. And Rancor. Yeah. Classic. Plaxcaster Frogling. Sure. Bonesaw. Floodgate. Uh-huh. There's another throwback card. The Mirari Conjecture as a rare. And a Grand Architect. Other blue creatures you control get +1/+1. 1, activate. Target artifact creature becomes a blue until end of turn. Tap an untapped blue creature you control. Add 2 colorless mana. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Grandest of architects there. All right. JB, now back to you for your last two. Shining Armor. Swords to Plowshares. All right into being. Expedition. Crow of Dark Tidings. Dusk Charger. Bring Low. Goblin Oriflame. Jungle Wayfinder, sure. Backwoods Survivalist. Shardless Agent. Cruel Signet. Magus of the Moat. Do love me some Magus of the Moat. Another future sight appearance there. Love that. And a Chaos Warp as a rare. Yeah, all right. And foil is Pull from Eternity. Put target face-up card that's removed from the game into its owner's graveyard. Interesting card. Interesting card. All right. Last pack, JB. Gleam of Resistance, Nine-Tail White Fox. Oh, not bad. Deal damage, draw a card. Syncopate, Murderous Compulsion, Vampire Hexmage, a favorite with Dark Depths, Valley Dasher, Jackal Pup, Centaur Courser, Formless Nurturing, Shipwreck Singer, Moon Glove Extract, Brimstone Dragon, unaffected by Summoning Sickness, because before they had the keyword haste. 8 for 6/6 flying, effectively haste. Rare is Mirren Crusader, 3 for 2/2 double strike, protection from black and green. Ooh, actually think that's pretty good. I enjoy that. And, oh, nice. Isamaru Hound of Konda, 1 for a 2/2. Legendary Hound, and the foiling. All right. I wasn't playing during Kamigawa, like the original Kamigawa block, but Isamaru felt like a big deal. Savannah Lions was still like the standard, right? 1 for a 2/1. Like as far as like just above the curve, early drop. All right, David, after your last two. Decommission. Reviving Dose. Cloak of Miss. Not bad. Deep Analysis. Stallion of Ashmouth. Moment of Craving. Act on Impulse. Gut Shot. Gut Shot's pretty good. Classic free spell. Lure. Remember Lure and Crawworm? Or what was it? Craw Giant, right? Craw Giant. Yeah, you put your Lure on your Craw Giant. That's some old school magic right there. Reclaiming Vines. Fire and Ice. Mirror Sire. Caravex Torch. This used to be actually a very playable spell back in the day because it was an X spell, but 2 more mana tax to counter it was actually like a really big deal back in the day. And Amanatu's Augury. And what do we got back here? Luma Thread Field. Creatures you control get +1 defense, and it was a morph card. Yeah, Future Sight was a wild time. Just my favorite. I think it's like that. The Time Server block and Lorwyn block are, I think, my favorite 2 blocks. All right, David, after your last pack. All right, Territorial Hammerskull, Retreat to Emeria, Turn Aside, Academy, Journey Mage, sure, Grasping Scoundrel, Gary, Grey Merchant of Asphodel. This is Gary, aka Aerostorm. Curd Ape at common. Again, also one of those creatures that used to be above the curve. You just turn one Taiga and you have a 2/3 for 1 mana. All right, Lifespring Druid, Arbor Elf. Arbor Elf's good. Join Shields, Forgotten Cave. Dominus of Fealty. Drana Calastria Bloodchief. 5 for 4/4 flying. Gotcha. Okay, alright, fair enough. And last card is Changeling Hero. Good old Changeling Hero. Another lore 1 block with the champion a creature. Alright. D Money. Your last 2 packs. Gustwalker, Wild Griffin, Amass Components, Dream Twist, Twins of Maurer Estate, Ravenous Choop, little Chupacabra, Blast Firebolt, Smash to Smithereens, that's a pretty good card. Yavimaya Sapper, Stalking Tiger, Sultai Soothsayer, Greypelt Refuge, Mistform Shrieker. Rare is Precursor Golem. Hey, Precursor Golem. Dig that card. And we're going back to... Oh, Undead Warchief. Actually, I think that's a pretty good one. That is not bad at all. So, foil Time Spiral remaster. Time Spiral is the time shifted zombie spells you play cost 1 less, and zombies you control get +2/+1. That is a pretty good one, if I recall correctly. And that foiling. All right. Last pack for you, D Money. Good old Undead Warchief. Very nice. Phyrexian Jester, Thornwind Fairies. Nantuko Husk. Grotesque Mutation. Stagger Shock. Battle Rattle Shaman. Titanic Growth, Dawn's Reflection, Kiss of Amisha, Artisan of Kozilek, Bone Splitter. Rare is Savage Knuckleblade. The old Knuckleblade, and Allosaurus Rider. That's a good one too. Allosaurus Rider, I think making its way back. Neoform kind of popping back up if I recall correctly. So that's actually kind of a relevant card right now. Cold Snap reprint in that foiling. Couple of really good ones. I think you might have had one down there also as well. You might have gotten the best of it as far as our foils are concerned. All right. Kazi, your last 2. Allosaurus Shepherd, Rider. And Undead Warchief. That's a couple of good ones there. Couple of really good ones. All right. Laboratory Brute, Nemesis, Flesh to Dust, Kiba Gang Shinobi, Anawak Tracker, Shock, Frontier Mastodon, Imperious Perfect. Do love me some Imperious Perfect. Good old elves. All right. Burnished Heart, Bow of Nylea. Attacking creatures you control have Death Touch. I think Nylea's bow is actually pretty decent. That's solid. Hornet Nest. And the foil is Spellweaver Volute. Another Future Sight card. This one's a rare as well. Okay. Last pack. Another one of those weird cards. Enchantment Aura. Enchant instant in a graveyard. Here we go. Resurrection. Shoulder to Shoulder. Warden of Evos Isle, Merfolk Looter, Returned Centaur, Pitkeeper, Built to Smash, Crash Through, Fierce Empath, Terrain Elemental, Hammer Dropper, Renegade Map, Rishadan Footpad. Rare is a Crow and Horse. And we've got a Myojin of Life's Web as our foil to end the box. Well, this was a blast. We unfortunately didn't hit anything like super crazy, like, common Rhystic Study or uncommon Demonic Tutor. I think we did okay in the foil section. I know there's just a lot of like hidden value here, so I couldn't point it all out. But at the very least, like, this was actually really, really fun to open. I've only opened one other box like ever of the retail exclusives. And again, I think they really knocked it out of the park with Mystery Booster. Obviously popular enough that they had a Mystery Booster 2, which is also a very good set. And spoiler alert, something else we're probably going to be opening this month. And when I say probably, I mean we're definitely going to be opening this month. So That's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me, hit the like button for me, and by all means, drop me some comments. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much, everybody, and be well.